Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Juan Valencia, and right now I'll be showing you the code for part 3 of the exam. So first, I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of my code, and then I'll do a quick run of it. And I'm only going to do the run for the snooze because I feel like that one it really incorporates everything, and I don't want the video to be too long because my computer is not very fast. So it might have trouble saving something so long. So really quickly, this is just my format from every single project, my libraries. In its main, this is just initializing a bunch of variables. I kind of just write my code, and as I write down a new variable that I need, then I'll come back up here, and then this is what I ended up with. This is just a quick welcome message and stores the current time into hour and minute. This is a while loop with counter 100. I wasn't really sure how, it wasn't specified how long it should run, so I just used 100. This is a switch case that depends on the variable state, and this is basically what gets changed. So case one, if it equals one, if state equals one, it'll come here. If state equals two, it'll go to case two. And this is really similar to my homework too. So case one is just current time display. So it'll say the current time and it just outputs exactly what the user input. And then this is prompting the user to click one of the buttons on the alarm clock, and it can either click the set button or the alarm button. And I made an assumption that if set input was one, then activate input would be zero, and vice versa, because you can't click two buttons at the same time. Which is why here my if-else statements um, are only based off of set input, as opposed to having here like activate input equals one. I just decided to keep it like this. So if set input is equal to one, state equals two, and you get taken into case two, which is the set state. And if it equals three, if set input equals zero, then state equals three, and you get taken into case three, which is the alarm state. So next would be the set state, and this is prompting the user to enter the alarm times, and it gets stored into set hour, set minute. Or would you like to set the alarm time? So then it's prompting the user to basically confirm the alarm time that was set. So basically keep clicking set again, and if set is clicked again, then it confirms it, and it saves the alarm time and takes you back to state one. And if it equals zero, then it asks that 50 seconds pass, and then it'll time out, and then it'll take you back into state one. Case three is the alarm state. As I said before, this is just the alarm is active, and since the code doesn't serve as an actual clock and keep track of time, then it's asking the user to input what time it would be to see if the alarm is ready to go off, basically. And if the hour that the user inputs, because they're redefining hour here, if the new hour is equal to the hour that was set here in case two, and the minute as well is equal, then it's the alarm will go off. But first it asks, would you like to deactivate the alarm? And if the user says yes, then you get taken back to state one, and it just displays the time because you deactivated the alarm. But if they don't deactivate it, then the alarm goes off and you go to beep state. And then else if I just put if they enter a time that doesn't equal the alarm time, then you just get taken back to state one. And this is the beep state. So here's the beep, beep, beep. Would you like to deactivate? So this is asking the user if they want to deactivate the alarm once it goes off. If they do, it gets taken back to the current time and it just goes to state one. Else if they don't deactivate it, then it'll ask if they want to snooze. And if they don't answer the snooze, then once the 20 seconds pass, then it'll go back to the original state, and that's shown here. If snooze input is zero, so if they don't click anything, it'll basically time out. And I saved this as timeout too, just because I thought it was an easy way to label it since I already had a timeout from the set state. And then if they do end up clicking snooze, then they get taken into another state, which is the snooze state. and it's the final one. And snooze state is basically a copy and paste of alarm state, except with this key factor right here, because as instructed, when snooze is clicked, it sets an alarm again, but 2 minutes later. And that is basically it. And then this is just counter plus plus. And now I'll do a quick run of this example, sample when output snooze is selected, because this one was the longest out of all of them, and I felt like again it incorporated almost all of the states, if I'm not mistaken. So 9:30. Sorry, I'll make this bigger. I'd like to set the alarm time. Uh, Current time is 9:30. Would you like to set the alarm 0 and then 1? This is just clicking the activate button, basically. Alarm is active. Please enter the current time. Then now we'll put the time that we set to see if it works. No, I do not want to deactivate. And yeah, as expected, it beeps. The alarm goes off. Then I'm gonna go to snooze. So I'm not gonna deactivate the alarm, and I'm going to press snooze. And no, 20 seconds will not pass because I click snooze. So alarm is active. Please enter the current time in hours, and then we'll do 9:47 because that's 2 minutes after. So this should also make the alarm beep, and then no, don't deactivate it. And then again, it beeps. And now would I like to deactivate the alarm? Click 1. I'd like to set the alarm time. Oh, yeah. After I click 1 to deactivate, it takes me back to the original state. And I believe that is it. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.